Your brain is the most powerful tool you own, but are you making it stronger? Every day is a chance to sharpen your edge, build new connections, and unlock your potential. Don't just live, evolve. My name is Professor Alex Horniak, and this is Ace Med Minutes. Train your brain. Imagine this. The sun streams through your window. You've just poured your first cup of coffee, the aroma filling your kitchen. You scroll through the news on your phone, and there it is, your daily horoscope. You're a Libra. The stars have a message just for you today. It says, you have a great need for other people to like and admire you. You pause and think, wow, that is so true. That's me, exactly. The horoscope continues. At times you are extroverted, affable, sociable, while at other times you are introverted, wary, and reserved. You nod in agreement. Yesterday you were the life of the party, but this morning you just want some quiet time alone. The message from the cosmos seems to understand you deeply. It feels like a personal whisper from across the vastness of space, tailored specifically for your journey on this little blue dot. The horoscope might also mention a challenge ahead, perhaps a difficulty with a colleague at work. It advises you to use your natural charm and diplomacy to overcome it. Suddenly, a vague sense of unease you had about an upcoming meeting crystallizes. There's a name for this curious psychological trick. It's called the Barnum effect, named from the famous showman P.T. Barnum, who famously declared, "There's a sucker born every minute." Barnum knew that the key to a successful show was to have a little something for everyone. His circuses were a grand spectacle designed to appeal to the widest possible audience. The Barnum effect works on the same principle. It describes our tendency to accept vague and general personality descriptions as uniquely applicable to ourselves, without realizing that the same description could apply to almost anyone. It's a one-size-fits-all t-shirt that we are convinced was custom-tailored just for us. Think of it like a giant circus tent. Underneath this tent, you find a collection of the most common human traits and experiences. The horoscope writer, or the creator of a viral online personality quiz, simply reaches into this tent and pulls out a handful of these universal truths. They might say, you have a tendency to be critical of yourself, or you have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Who among us doesn't feel that way from time to time? We all harbor secret doubts and untapped potential. These statements aren't a revelation. They are a reflection of the shared human condition. Let's dissect some of these masterfully vague statements. Consider this classic. While you have some personality weaknesses, you are generally able to compensate for them. This sentence is a work of art in the world of the Barnum effect. It acknowledges our flaws, which makes it feel honest and realistic. Nobody believes they are perfect. Then it immediately reassures us that we are competent and able to overcome these flaws. It's a perfectly balanced statement that validates our insecurities and our strengths. It applies to every single person who has ever felt a moment of self-doubt and then pushed through it. Here's another one you might find in a personality test or a fortune cookie. You pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. This is incredibly flattering. It paints us as intelligent, discerning individuals who are not easily fooled. Who wouldn't want to see themselves this way? We all like to believe we are rational and think for ourselves. By agreeing with this statement, we reinforce a positive image of ourselves. The irony, of course, is that accepting this vague statement without proof is the very thing the statement claims we don't do. Why do our brains fall for this so easily? Well, the answer lies deep within our evolutionary history. The human brain is, above all else, a pattern-seeking machine. For our ancestors, the ability to see patterns was honestly a matter of life and death. Recognizing the pattern of paw prints that meant a predator was near, or the pattern of changing seasons that signaled when to plant crops. We are the descendants of those who were best at connecting the dots. This powerful instinct to find meaning and order in the chaos of the world is hardwired into our very being. We see faces in the clouds and figures in the stars. This drive is so strong that we often find patterns even where none exist. When a horoscope says, an unexpected financial opportunity will present itself today, our brain immediately goes on high alert. This is called confirmation bias. We start actively looking for evidence that confirms the prediction. If we find a forgotten $5 bill in a coat pocket, we don't dismiss it as a coincidence. Instead, we see it as a fulfillment of the prophecy. We ignore all the times the horoscope was wrong and latch on to the one time it seemed right. The misses are forgotten, but the hits are amplified, creating the illusion of accuracy. So, how can we appreciate the poetry of the stars without getting fooled by the prose of the horoscope? The first step is to practice a little bit of healthy skepticism. When you read a statement about yourself, ask a simple question. Could this apply to almost everyone? Try a thought experiment. Mentally substitute your best friend, a family member, even a rival. If the statement still fits them perfectly, you're likely looking at a Barnum statement. It's a fun exercise that sharpens your critical thinking and helps you see the universal nature of these claims. Another powerful tool is to look for specifics. A truly insightful statement is detailed and falsifiable, meaning it could be proven wrong. You sometimes feel insecure is vague. You feel most insecure when public speaking to a crowd of more than 20 people about a topic you haven't mastered is specific. Vague statements are a warm, comfortable blanket. Specific statements are a diagnostic tool. When you encounter personality descriptions, gently push back and ask for the details. If there are none, it's probably more about flattering the masses than understanding an individual. It's also helpful to remember that you are more complex and dynamic than any simple label. That is a far more cosmic and beautiful truth. Thanks for watching, and never stop questioning what you know. Thank you for choosing AceMed to train your brain.